It's another edition of Bystanders at Newsstands on Flip TV. Michael Adekunle still remains my name. Today's edition of Bystanders at Newsstands, we have here Daily Sun newspaper and the Vanguard newspaper. Let's check out the stories that are on these two dailies. All right, insecurity knocks. Kudos for Buhari. On insecurity knocks. Kudos for Buhari. Junaid Sani Ahamba fault government's performance. President has done well, say Army and Burma. Okay, on IPOB members flood Japan. IPOB members flood Japan. Obey Kanu's directive to protest at 7th Tokyo International Conference on African Development, which Buhari is attending. All right, let's move down to another story here on Ekweremadu, how Ekweremadu Kalu facilitated Kanu's release from jail, ex-IPOB lawyer. Okay, that's what he's saying here. FIRS plots to remove Fowler Tickings. Plot to remove Fowler Tickings. Intrigues, power play. U.S. fraud involving Nigerians. Federal government to issue executive order. Okay, let's check out the picture on the front page of this daily. Okay, was it illustrating? A woman dares the flood as she battles to accesses her house at Jambutu in Yola North local government area of Adamawa State after a downpour. All right, let's move to another journal here, which is the Vanguard newspaper. OBJ Soyinka others wade into Yoruba leadership tussle. Okay. OBJ Soyinka others wade into Yoruba leadership tussle as Akintoye meets Afenifere leaders in Akure, says nobody asked him to step down. Mixed reactions as Afenifere insists there is no crisis. State of the nation, better to part in peace than through war. That's what Igbo leaders are saying here. Better to part in peace than through war. Igbo leaders. Nigeria needs divine intervention, says MFM's Olukoya. All right, let's check out another story here. Godfathers not involved in my election. Or your state governor is saying this. Godfathers not involved in my election, says Oyo State and Governor. Army strategy against Boko Haram faulty, says Bono Governor. All right, these are the stories we have on the front pages of Vanguard and Daily Sun newspapers. Let's join our reviewers for more reviews. I'll be right back. Knox and kudos for the president of Nigeria on the issue of insecurity, which means he has really tried in that aspect. That's what this is saying. Now, to you as a Nigerian, can you perceive this in Buhari's administration? Has he really tried in terms of security?
Thank you very much. But to me, I don't really think that those that give kudos to Mr. President for performing well in the area of security, I don't think that they are well-meaning Nigeria. Because where they are fully aware that on daily basis, many innocent Nigerians are killing 24 hours, every second, every minute of the day. And somebody will now come and say that Mr. President is performing well. I don't think they are mean well for the benefit of Nigerians. But we know that the problem we have today is insecurity. The president himself is not honest and sincere to himself. Because there are a lot of advice, there are a lot of consultation, people have been telling him the way out. For instance, last year, General T.Y. Danjuma was making a very good point that the saboteur and conspiracy that are confronting insecurity today is from security agencies. But this the word that comes from somebody that has occupied the office of the chief of army staff, chief of the defense staff. He's not just speculating as a common Nigeria. He's saying it as a security expert. But the man is supposed to be considered, that opinion is supposed to be considered and investigated. What do we see at the end of the day? criticism and condemnation, which is one of the biggest problems in the Nigerian government. You must listen to the people if you want to solve the problem of the society. Who are the Boko Haram? Who are the Fulani men? Banditry, ISWAP, different names. Name them. Where are they coming from? Who are they? Nobody are brought to book. If a pharaoh can go to the demonic community, destroying, killing the life, killing and destroying property, and nobody are brought to book, what does it entail? That is a symptom of failed state. Because when we were growing up, we were told that the primary duty of government is security of life and property. But now, government has failed to secure the life and property of a common man, which means we are driven towards state of anarchy. Now, what are you going to do? Let us put partisan politics aside. Nigeria, we are under internal war. According to Robert Easton, he said the greatest war, the most difficult war to fight and conquer is an internal war. Because if your brother, your sister, your father is fighting you, it's difficult to conquer. But if we are attacked by Ghana, Cameroon, Benin, we know how to mobilize our security apparatus to combat as much our enemy. But our enemy is in our household. But we are playing lip service, psychophancy, saboteur, and nepotism. We miss them everywhere. But what I can tell Mr. President, as a common man, there is a problem in the land. Life and properties are no more protected. You go to bed, there is no guarantee that you will reach tomorrow morning. Is that a country? No. Even in animal kingdom, even in Kalakuta or Banana Republic, the life of a man matters. But what do we see today? Look at what happened in Borno State, Sanfara, Kano, Kaduna, Nasarawa State, killing every day. But somebody is sitting down in Aso Rock, playing politics with the life of a common man. I would advise him to overrule the whole security agencies. If possible, bring new head. I say that there are patriotic Nigerians who can give security agencies enough information to combat this menace. Because this is saboteur. Somebody from the politics using taxpayers' money to fund terrorism, to terrorize Nigerians. When my friend was telling me in Abuja 2 weeks ago that some of these people attacking us, they are from Niger, they are from Chad, I totally disagree. A foreigner cannot know your territory to come and attack you. Yes, this is a Nigerian fighting Nigerian kidnapping Nigerian killing Nigerian. Fulani people, are they not Nigerians? Boko Haram, are they not Nigerians? Men, where are they? Are they Nigerians? ISWAP, banditry, robbery, kidnapping, are they not Nigerian? Because the security system has failed us. If somebody can go and commit an atrocity and come and violate the law and come back unpunished, that is a collapse system. What am I trying to say? All these menace, Boko Haram, insurgency, robbery, kidnapping, are the faculty of broken federation. The system is broken. The center are no more controlling the power anymore. The life of people are no more protected. I was talking about last week. I was talking about decentralization. People have been talking about state police, community policing. If I live in my village and I am among the security agency in my village, I will know my people. Whoever invaded my village to kill my people, well, I will know them. But we are playing politics. We are not ready to do the right thing, my brother. People have been killed. I'm not coming from last week. I'm not coming from the north. I know what is happening. So when we are using system fueling the crisis, and the perpetrators go unpunished, what do you expect us to do? But the way meaning Nigerian that claim to be come here telling you that, giving Mr. President kudos. And so Pharaoh should not deny that last month the emirs of Buhari village was kidnapped. The emirs of Daura was kidnapped, and it was paid ransom of 5 million naira because he was released. Let us be relevant to accurate information. We should not come here and start speculating. Now, President is heading to Japan now for a conference. He should ask Japanese government, what are you doing to protect the life and property of your people? Stop wasting public funds, speaking and grammar all over the world, where people are dying of hunger and insecurity. So let us put aside fancy politicking, partisan politics. Let's do the reality. Let us, Mr. President, decentralizing the system. Let state and local government have their security agency to protect the life of their people.
Now, this brings me back to what we have here. IPOB members flood Japan. Obey Kano's directive to protest at 7th Tokyo International Conference on African Development, which Buhari is attending. Of course, you know what went on last week or so on Ekweremadu, that's the former Deputy Senate President of Nigeria. The IPOB members, protested. They protested in Germany now, which is seriously causing a lot of controversy. This time around again, Japan, they said they will be going there to protest. Of course, I read it, is it last week or so, or yesterday, that the president will be going to Japan, which the IPOBs said they must go and protest where he is. Now, the shame that was, unleashed on the former Deputy Senate President, don't you think it will also be unleashed on the president himself in Tokyo?
Thank you very much. You see, come to yes. Thank you, my brother. Come to the issue of Biafra. Okay. Come to the issue of Biafra and IPOP issue. I'm always reluctant to comment on it. You know why? Remember when Federal High Court was prescribed them terrorist group, I was in that place. I was advising my colleagues. I said, come, where we are heading to, it will head to calamity. When problem came out, now the kind will run away. The innocent poor man children will go and lose in their life. I said this less than a week. That what my prophecy came to pass. And what I was saying, it one man, a man that even older than my father was attacking me. What am I trying to say, my brother? We are not ready to listen to the truth. The issue of Biafra, IPOP, Biafra has gone. Nigeria's unity is not negotiable.
It's not negotiable.
Negotiable. The problem we need is not division. It's to be strengthening the political structure, having a good leader to make Nigeria work. Now, that kind of ignorant, lackadaisical, indisciplined attitude perpetrated in Germany through IPOP members, it is a symptom of sycophancy and illiteracy among the IPOP members. Yeah, you know why? Ekweremadu is a personality. You are fighting for freedom. If you are fighting Ekweremadu and injure him, you have injured personality, not a nation. You are fighting against Nigeria. You need a union. You want to form a country from an existing one. Now you are attacking personality in a foreign country. What does that entails? It's a symptom of terrorism. It is an act of terrorism, and I will urge German government to go after them and brought them to book, and they should be treated as the terrorists and extracted back to Nigeria. Let them face trial. Let us see, my brother. Let me tell you one thing. Nobody says you should not fight for freedom. How do you go about it? The Biafra that they are agitating about, they are not sincere. They don't know the right channel, the right procedure to follow. Every Nigerian is a protest. 200 million Nigerian is a protest, including unborn child is a protest. Because we all knows and admitted that the system is not working. Good, but if you are fighting for freedom, how can you go about it? To go and perpetrate a terrorist act, attacking one of your leader, accusing him of responsible for your failure of achieving your aims. No, my brother. It's not done in that way. Let us be realistic. I have been speaking to my brothers, my Igbo guys. They are not ready to listen to the truth, except the elite who are well learned, who knows what it takes. When you are advocating for division, violating the constitution, committing treason. So if Nnamdi Kanu as a person is not even sincere, you don't know if he's sincere, he could have gone through the major procedure, at least as an elite man, somebody that studied abroad. Example, what happened before Green came from Russia. Now, to go back to these people, how did they achieve their independence? You started from consultation, the referendum, to the local, to the central assemblies. How can we do? It's a very lucrative and complicated procedures. You cannot just wake up and say you want to go. What? So let us elaborate and enlighten our people. That is why it is the duty of you as a media, through the instrument of investigative journalism, to inform, enlighten, and educate them. We are not happy with what is happening in Nigeria. Good. Nobody say you should not fight for your freedom. But how do you go about it? When you are going contrary to the constitution of the land, at the end of the day, the poor masses will fall victim. So what other people that as they are going to the conference, I will my advice, because I love them, they are all Nigerian. My advice is that if they like their life, because the world leaders are attended the conference also, not only Buhari, if they like in themselves, they should stay away from that venue. If they try anything contrary, you thank God now you will come here now, you will know. You say that I've said it, but I don't want to predict what might happen. I don't want to predict, because I live my life as an elder statesman. Whatever I say, it comes to pass. But people don't want to imbibe with the spirit of cohesiveness, to reason together how to fight the cause of Nigeria to our promised land. It's not all about in that way.
It's a welcome idea, it's a sensitization idea, It's a wake-up idea. I think it's part of the revolution now. But what bogs my mind is, why should Sanwo-Olu go along with him? I think you understand. I'm trying to say something here. Sanwo-Olu, the governor of Lagos State, I think he has not done anything wrong now. Nobody should find any fault, as of now, that guy has committed. He has not done anything wrong. I don't know the reason why he's going to Japan with Buhari, on what they call it, 7th Abi Development, conference on African continent. I don't know, because I think somebody like Oshibanjo should have gone with him. Somebody like Kiari should have gone with him. Someone like El Rufai should have gone with him. Going there with Sanwo-Olu, I think they are going to, let me tell you, I sensed something. I sensed something. I still sense something. Sanwo-Olu is never a bad man to the Igbo man in Lagos. We've never come out with any reason why we should not give Sanwo-Olu support. But let me tell you, by the time Sanwo-Olu and Buhari gets to the airport, Tokyo airport, I think those Biafra protesters will be pelting either cooked meat, roasted meat, or boiled egg at Buhari. And let me tell you, as
What are your reasons?
as an Igbo man, as a Biafran 100% agitator, that egg, if it touches Sanwo-Olu, people from the southwest will not be happy. They will read it from another version. That's my suggestion. That's what I'm saying. I feel, that's what I feel. The man wouldn't have been there. Sanwo-Olu, let me tell you, Lagos is a different place. Lagos is an entity with such, economy, that you cannot even compare to the whole entire West Africa. Lagos State is almost a sovereignty of their own. They do everything on their own. Lagos State economy is better than Nigeria economy. They do good. I think they are trying in this part of Nigeria. So going to Japan with Buhari is another contradiction that's marvelous. I don't see the reason why I should go to Japan with Buhari. Maybe, anyway, they are going to be his advocate. They are going to speak in his favor. Because that man, he has problems with speech, thinking as well as reasoning. He might go there and start digressing to another point. Buhari, if you ask him one question, he will answer two. From another corner, from another circle. I think understand. Anyway, if Sanwo-Olu receives egg, I beg your pardon, sir. Your Excellency, it's part of the mistakes. But I don't advise you to be there because they might, insult you. So another point.
Moving down to what we have, insecurity knocks kudos for Buhari, but Nigerians are saying, does this man perform to that extent that he will receive kudos and knocks? Has he done well in this area, in this sector?
I tell you, knocks and kudos. Well, let me put it this way. Kudos from the north, east. Then, not now. Then, northeastern Nigeria is war prone, is often susceptible to Boko Haram insurgency and other insecurity. We know that. Kidnapping, banditry, name them. I don't see kudos from northeast. North central, I don't see kudos from north central. I just want to narrate it. Do you understand? Accurately. North central, no kudos. Northwest, no kudos. Mid belt, no kudos. I'm telling you that Sokoto is not secured. I'm telling you right now that Niger State, Taraba, Benue State, these are mid belt states. Even Abuja, they are not secured. I'm telling you right now that North, Core North, Zamfara, Katsina, they are not secured. You have incessant attack from banditry, ranging from banditry, kidnapping, armed robbery. Do you understand? And even Boko Haram is not overlooked. Then, northwest, let me tell you, the entire north are under attack since 2015. Started from the blockade of Chief of Army Staff by the Chiat leaders to what is happening or degenerated to current banditry, other, sort of insecurity like banditry, armed robbery, attack. Boko Haram is there since the inception of Yaradua regime, which is is up to, I think, 10 years now, 2010. Let me tell you, Yaradua came in 2007. All of a sudden, these people just surfaced. That's Boko Haram by their leader, Mohammed Yusuf, who was shot and killed by the military, combined operation with police. I'm telling you, but they were not as strong as this. And that is what provoked Boko Haram insurgency, because they allege that they killed their leader. I'm telling you, who is saying, giving kudos to insecurity, knocks and kudos, maybe kudos for Buhari, who is doing that? When the army, let me tell you, Boko Haram insurgency originated when Buhari said he will make Jonathan's government ungovernable. This is how insecurity started in Nigeria. Then we start seeing bomb blasts for the first time. Church in Nigeria, I think Madala, Roman Catholic, was bombed 24th December. Wow, this is desecration of Nigerian land. It's a desecration of Christendom. bombing Roman Catholic in Nigeria. Man, it's uncalled for. I've never heard of such things since I was born. But it escalated from them. Now, church, mosque, in fact, mosque, I know is prone to attack because they are part of the system. They are all Muslims. But bombing church in Nigeria, man, it is no new thing since Jonathan left Nigerian presidency. I'm telling you, it is a common thing now. Priest was shot in Enugu. 2 priests were shot 2017 in Enugu. 2 priests were shot last year in Benue State. I think it was in Benue State last year that 2 priests were killed. Several scores of worshippers in Catholic Church in Benue State were killed, shot and killed. Even in Enugu State. So let me tell you, who is giving kudos to Buhari in terms of security in Nigeria? Is that person blind? Such a person must not be only blind but myopic.
No, if you want to fault someone now, who would you fault? Is it the president or the people he has appointed to
The
that
service chief.
Yeah, the service
security
chief.
chiefs.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Let me tell you. I will fault Buhari. Buhari doesn't look for good material. Buhari is not looking for good material. Buhari is looking for people to favor. Buhari is not after competency. Competency. Good people of, that has made good impact on a particular specialization or field. He's looking for his kinsmen to favor. If I should fault security men, why? When Igbo man is there, Yoruba is there, Ijo is there, Calabar is there, other tribes are there, there are good materials that will be used. But he just goes along using only his clansmen.
What can you say about this?
I'm telling you.
What can you say about this?
Buhari has not done anything about insecurity now. They are just wasting their time. People are dying every day. What has he done? Why are you giving me the kudos? For what? He's done nothing. People are dying every day. Kidnappers are kidnapping people every day. So what is there? I traveled to Asaba the other day. They parked soldiers on the road and the road. That is not. That one cannot, those guys will come and clear the soldiers and they will do what they want to do. So all those ones not the thing. They should come the forest and those guys are in the forest. They know where they are. So why are they deceiving themselves and blocking the road and disturbing passengers? I was coming from Asaba till I got to Lagos. It was 12 o'clock in the midnight. So what is that?
Change his service chief.
You change them. They're not performing now. Why are you keeping them? Burata is not performing. Performing.
Yes, that's good. My fellow Nigerian and my fellow compatriot or patriot, you've spoken well. I tell you, there should be general overhauling in our security system. General overhauling, they have failed. The man, by the time, until he stops being clannish, nepocratic instead of democratic, favoristic instead of altruistic, selfish, he has been that instead of altruistic. He will never get it right. He should use Yoruba, he should use the Kaibo, he should use the Igbo, he should use the Ijo, he should use the Calabar, he should use the Akwa Ibomite, he should use everybody once that material, that person is competent. Put people on the right position. Don't negate because you are a tribalistic idiot. I mean Buhari.
Look at what happened. The the portfolios gave them. Northwest alone has 10 complete ministers. Key position 10.
Coming from that side.
Because no state, no state, no state, minister, full minister, 10 of them from Northwest. 10. And they are key positions. The Northeast, you have 7. 4 states, 3 full minister. Southwest about 6 or so. 3 states, 3. So the one that didn't have much is the South and South. And most of them are state minister.
It's not well balanced.
Not balanced. You have 10 key ministers from the Northwest. He said because they are really trusted. What do you mean by that? You don't have anybody trusted in the other. If the constitution says you take minister from all over the country, they make sure that all of them are key ministries. They cannot share the same ministry. That's how they do it. Let every zone have key, not just keep 10 in the north. Not where those are a state minister of state. You don't have. Are they better than those ones in the south? What are they doing? I bet they go sit down.
Audio Jungle.
what can you say? Because we have it here that he has performed wonderfully well. That's what some persons are saying.
Let's engage neighborhood watch. That's all it takes.
You said what?
Neighborhood watch. Or what some people call homeland security.
But has the president done well in terms of security?
That's what I'm saying. We have neighborhood security.
Okay.
Some people call it homeland security.
Okay.
You and I can watch over each other. The rest is for the government to fund the organization. The president ain't going to come down by himself to do anything. You understand? It's left for each one of us to fix ourselves. As simple as that.
And, in the aspect of tackling Boko Haram, tackling the herdsmen issue, banditry, kidnapping, do you think Nigerians can do that alone?
You see, Boko Haram militants are special people. It's very special. They are agitating for something. Journey. You see, there's a book, Journey, to understand what the jihadists, Boko Haram, the rebel, you should understand what I said, are fighting for. Once you understand them, dialogue with them, as simple as that. You will understand they are saying something, even without talking. Simple.
And to you, what are they saying?
To me, some people feel they are fighting for freedom. Some people feel they are protecting the oil land like the Ogonis. You understand? Let's understand.
What they are fighting for?
Simple.
It's been a wonderful edition of Bystanders at Newsstands with our reviewers at the newsstand. Do join us next time as we bring you another interesting topic from the newsstand. Michael Adekunle remains my name. Behind the camera, Latif Adeboale. In the studio, Michael Ojo, that's my editor. Till I join you on this same channel again, keep having a good day. Bye.